Hey, what's up YouTube? Yugioh God 1000 here, bringing you the updated pure Lightsworn deck with some Chaos monsters in it. So it's a kind of like a Twilight deck. But this does have the new support as of 2014. And this is also with the new format, but as you can see, the deck still fits in with the old one. I haven't decided to run two Chaos Sorcerers, but I'll get into that later. So this has Raiden, Lightsworn Assailant, Minerva, Lightsworn Maiden, and Michael, Lightsworn Arc. The three new support that has come into Lightsworns, making them extremely consistent and overpowered. And you may have seen a few videos from my channel seeing that from Dead Pro replays, etc., about how good they can be. But without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. So obviously 3 JD, as you can see. It's the boss monster, it's win condition of the deck, even though you can still win without him, which is good. It's just there as backup. Maybe Judgment Dragon might get hit to 2 or maybe 1 later, but at the moment I'm really happy that it's at 3. Easy to summon 4 or more Lightsworns. You can just drop it and you can pay 1,000 life points to nuke the field apart from himself. And you can do that multiple times, ignition effect. So that's why I run 3. Next, self-explanatory, Lumina, Lightsworn Summoner. Basically to get your meals off quickly, first turn, and getting more attack on the board. Going into rank 3 XYZs, and also synchro plays with Lumina. That's the main reason why I run 3. Next, Lila, Lightsworn Sorceress is your MST of the deck. Mill 3 during end phase, same as Lumina. Because that's what all Lightsworns do. They mill, and that's their main aim, apart from Wolf, but I'll get into in a second. So yeah, Lila's your MST, so that's basically 3 MSTs. It baits out bottomlesses, as you can probably realise by now, because if I summon a Lila and they have 1 back row, they're either bottomless the Lila, which is the smart thing to do, which then paves the way for me being able to drop JD. So that's why Lila's amazing in this deck. Next, the first of the new support, Raiden Lightsworn Assailant, is the best, I reckon, because he's level 4 tuner. That's why I run 3 of him. Now, during your main phase, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Then if a Lightsworn monster is sent to the graveyard by this effect, this card goes up to 1900 until the end of your opponent's end phase. You can only activate once per turn, and then during each of your end phase, you mill 2. So basically, you can mill 4 off this guy, and he goes up to 1900 attack, which is decent. And the synchro plays are unbelievable with this. And comboing it with Garroth will make you plus for days. So I run 1 Garroth. So next we got 2 Raikou, self-explanatory. Flip, destroy, mill 3. My mistake. Then Minerva, Lightsworn Maiden, the second of the new support. You don't really get its first effect off. When it's normal summon, you can add 1 light dragon monster from your deck to your hand, whose level is less than or equal to the number of Lightsworn monsters in your graveyard. So basically, you have to have 8 or more Lightsworns in the grave to add JD to your hand, which you don't really because it's a late game. When this card is sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, you mill the top card of your deck, and then during each end phase, you mill 2. So it's not as good as Raiden, that's why I only run 2. But again, it's a level 3 tuner, which you can go into really nice synchro plays with, so that's why I run 2. Next, Double Wolf. When it hits the grave from the deck, special summon, 2100 beta, level 4, opens up synchro plays. Basically, that's it. And I run double because it's really good. Next, Garroth. Each time a card is sent from the deck to the grave by a Lightsworn monster you control except himself, mill 2, and then draw however many cards that Garroth milled equal to the number of Lightsworn. So you could possibly plus 2 off Garroth. And again, with Raiden, during the end phase, you will have milled 8 and possibly drawn 4 if you combo. So that's why Garroth is real good. Next, just for another Lightsworn target, Jane mills 2 during end phase, goes up to 2100 if he attacks. Alright. And Aaron bounces back a face down, or bounces back a defense position monster into the deck for 4 damage calculation, I believe. Yep, and he mills 3 during the end phase. So again, just Lightsworn target. Next, you got the Tour Guide engine, so just double Tour Guide and Night Assailant. Pretty simple. I don't want to run a 4th target because I don't have enough room. Plus, it's dark. for my Chaos monsters, and I usually just go Tool Guide with that Night Assailant just in case I mill off one Tool Guide. And that's basically it. And plus Night Assailant, when he flips, can destroy one monster your opponent controls, which is really good. Next, MVP of the graveyard, Necro Gardener ×3. So you might think clogs, but you can get rid of them easily if you draw them. Being able to negate your opponent's attack with each one of these is amazing. You can save your Luminas for next turn, your Raiden, even your like BLS or your Chaos Sorcerer. Just save them so you can use them next turn, and just milling them off is unbelievably amazing. Next, double Plague Spreader, obviously for dark targets and also opening synchro plays. Plus, you can return a wolf to the top of the deck to special summon this. Then end phase, you mill. You're going to obviously mill that wolf, special summon it. So just another play to get that wolf out. And that's right, we're on 2 because it's semi-limited. Next, even though there's 2 Chaos Sorcerers out next format, I'm only going to run 1 because it would clog too much, I believe. And plus, I'm going to use most of these dark targets, apart from maybe 3. So I don't really want to get stuck with too many Chaos Sorcerers. Plus, I have the BLS as well, which everyone knows is amazing, and in Twilight decks, Chaos you must play. And also run the 1 Honest, because Lightsworn's a light. My whole deck's basically light, and Honest is too good. Next, onto the spells. That's it for the monsters. There's 32 monsters all up. There's 6 spells. 1, Charge of the Light Brigade, mill 3, and then add a Lightsworn, and most of the Lightsworns mill 3, so it's an instant mill 6, and then plus if you get off Lumina with Lila, it's a mill 9, basically. That's right, it's limited to 1, and that's why you must play it. Next, 3 solar recharges, pretty self-explanatory. Discard 1 Lightsworn, draw 2, mill 2, adds crazy consistency and speed to the deck. Must play at 3. Next, 2 monster reincarnations to add back those boss monsters back to hand, especially JD. And again, Beckoning Light for the same reason, because JD is light and so is BLS and Honest, so that's what you use them for. So for the main deck, 40 cards. I have never milled out without purpose. Obviously, if you dual smart, you'll never mill out because you know when to push and when to hold back, etc. But yeah, 40 cards is the perfect amount, in my case, for any deck. Next, onto the extra deck, we have 1 Ally of Justice Catastor, just for the generic rank level 5. Into the 6 HTS Simoth, Black Rose for 7. Ancient Sacred Wyvern or Wyvern is amazing. You can OTK with just 1 JD and 1 Ancient Sacred Wyvern because he gains attack equal to the difference if yours are higher, and then vice versa if yours are lower. So if you attack 3k with a JD direct, Ancient Sacred Wyvern goes up to 5-1, making 8-1 all up and making that game. So it's crazy good card, and it's really easy to get out. Just a Lumina and a Raiden. Next, again, Michael Lightsworn Arc. This is the 3rd one of the new support. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points to target 1 card on the field and banish that target. So it includes spells and traps. You also mill 3 during the end phase. And it's also got an effect is when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard. When it's destroyed, you can basically shuffle in as many Lightsworns as you like and gain 300 life points for each. So it's really good to recycle, and it's 2600 attack, makes it a really good beat stick. For level 8, Stardust, Scrap, Star Eater, and Mistworm for the high synchros, because I can get them out easily, and they are really good. They're especially bouncing back extra deck cards with Mistworm. Wind-up Zen mains, Leviair, Leviathan, pretty standard, self-explanatory. Maystroke, Utopia, and Omega. Basically rounds up the extra deck, pretty stock standard, apart from maybe Ancient Sacred Wyvern and Michael. But apart from that, the deck is really good, really fast. It's also a lot of fun because I like mill-based speed decks with Chaos monsters, as you can probably tell from my Chaos Dragons. So it just adds to basically what I enjoy playing, and hopefully you guys enjoy playing. So please test out this deck. I'm going to be making it in real life very soon, just waiting on some cards. And hopefully I can win the locals and give you the details of how it went. But make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Like always, I really enjoy your support, and I read every message you sent me. And I'm just thankful that you like my videos. Apart from that, check out the deck. Make sure you use it yourself. But Yugioh God 1000, signing off.